After creating the main 6 ponies in My Little Pony, I got a request to create even more. I'm going to be starting with the character that I'm most familiar with, and that is going to be Zecora. So if you are unfamiliar with Zecora, she is a zebra, not a pony at all. Zecora does not live in Ponyville, but she lives in a hut in the Everfree Forest. Zecora didn't have any information about her personality on the wiki, but she did have each time she was shown. So in the first season is when she is first introduced. She came into town and everyone was scared of her, hiding from her because they didn't know who she was, and apparently she had a scary appearance, so they kept their distance. I'm not sure how, but Twilight seemed to know where she was and told everyone that she is a zebra from a faraway land. Her appearance made people believe and come to the conclusion that she was an evil witch. Then the pony that happened to follow Zecora into the forest was Apple Bloom, and the other 6 main ponies follow her to go find Apple Bloom. They stumble upon a bunch of blue flowers, which is called a patch of poison joke, to which they hear Zecora speaking to them, warning them that it is not a joke at all. The next morning, the ponies have a range of various ailments, and they believe that Zecora has put a hex or a curse on them. Then Apple Bloom follows Zecora back into the forest once again. They befriend each other, and Apple Bloom gathers the ingredients for the cure for those ailments. The 6 ponies overhear Zecora mumbling over the pot, thinking she's talking about cooking the ponies, and they burst into her hut, destroy a lot of her potions, waste the ingredients in her cauldron, and basically she's just thrown. Like, why are you in here? Who are you? Why are you destroying my things? Zecora panics and shouts something in her native tongue. After this incident, Apple Bloom and Twilight talk the friends out of their assumptions, calm them down. The ponies help Zecora whip up another batch of her potion, and they become good friends. Twilight takes Zecora back into town to confront the other ponies. The ponies add the herbal mixture into the bath at the local spa to revert the effects of the poison joke, and Zecora then gains more respect from the community. Zecora also appears in that same season, helping the ponies to cure a parasite infestation in Ponyville, and then she is mentioned once again in season 1, but she's not shown. So Zecora is definitely not a main character, not even close. She's just like a friend or a pony that the ponies of Ponyville just happen to go to when they need help with something. She's like a shaman, she's like a witch of sorts, and I really love Zecora's design. I saw some beautiful art, and I wanted to make her a black sim more closely related to her culture because she is based off of an African culture, which is why she speaks the way she does, which is why she is shown the way she is. Zecora chants and speaks in approximation to the Eastern African language Swahili. After I decided, most of the My Little Pony characters are closely 100% based on what their character looks like, I decided that I'm just going to make Zecora grayish white and give her some kind of face or body markings to make her look like a zebra. I, of course, did not have any highlights that look like zebra stripes. I didn't have any stripes for the body that looked good for to be on a sim. I personally just didn't think it looked any good, so I decided to just make her plain and give her markings on her face. I gave her bright blue eyes like she has in the show, and I gave her a frohawk, curly frohawk, because I didn't have any straight mohawks. Again, that would be white and have stripes in them as well, but I think she's very beautiful. I gave her more of a shamanesque, Africanesque look, of course, because that is how she was designed. I wanted to give her the neck rings for her necklace and the armbands and cuffs, so I thought her outfit was absolutely perfect. I believe this is the first group of Sims that I used portraits for, so I did base her off of a portrait that I found on Pinterest, and I think she's absolutely beautiful. I do wish that I had an option to have a more shapely face if I was to take ears off, but of course I'm not able to do that. If there is a way, please let me know down in the comments, because just having the ears just cut off is really strange. So I would like to be able to take the ear off and it shapes the head to look good, you know what I'm saying, with no ears. So okay, so if you guys hear any construction, I do apologize. I don't know how long they're gonna be doing whatever they're doing across the street, but it's very loud across the street. It literally is so close. It's more loud than the cars that are going by, so I hope it's not too distracting. But I'm gonna start on the next character, and I'm going to be creating Sunset Shimmer. So I learned early on that Sunset Shimmer is a friend of Twilight Sparkles. She's learning magic, and I saw a couple scenes of her, her interacting with Twilight Sparkles historical. So first of all, Sunset Shimmer is one of the characters that I'm not familiar with. Also, the third character I'm going to create, I'm not familiar with. I didn't see any episodes with them in it because I haven't, again, seen a whole lot of episodes like recently at all. It's been a long time. I think I want to, start back up so I can catch up, be a true My Little Pony fan again, because I freaking love My Little Pony. So the wiki stated that throughout the first film, Sunset Shimmer was shown to be self-absorbed, condescending, manipulative, and dishonest. She frequently insults and belittles others and thinks little of it. In my opinion, she doesn't sound like a very nice pony or person if this is from Equestria Girls. According to Human Fluttershy, Sunset Shimmer makes life miserable for anyone who stands in her way. As a result of this, most of Canterlot's high school students became afraid of her. It also stated that she is also not above blackmail in order to realize her goals. She sounds like a terrible person, okay? Like somebody you really don't want to know. When Sunset uses her magic, she turns into an evil visage of herself. While in this form, she becomes even more ruthless, going as far as trying to dispose of Twilight. But after she's defeated, she immediately repents and apologizes for her actions, appearing to renounce her dishonest and unkind ways. In the second film, Sunset Shimmer has completely discarded her old self and starts believing in friendship, being kind to others, and befriending former enemies. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it would take a lot for me to forgive someone if they tried to dispose of me, but it's a cartoon. However, she suffers from a lack of confidence, failing to speak up or choosing not to speak up in situations where oh my god. During the final battle, she overcomes her fears and insecurities and joins the Rainbooms in defeating the Dazzlings, gaining a half pony in the process. By the end of Rainbow Rocks, Sunset is writing friendship reports to Twilight with the book that she previously used to communicate with Princess Celestia. I do plan on also making a Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and Queen Chrysalis if you guys are interested. I'm not sure how quickly I'll get that video up considering it took me a long time to get this one up, but next week we have more Monster High, we have some Create a Sim Challenge videos, and also I'm gonna start posting Disney Dreamlight Valley decorating videos because I love decorating in that game. Just let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see like at least those last 3 characters because I'd love to create them as well. And then moving on to more about Sunset Shimmer. By the third film, Sunset Shimmer has been able to fully integrate herself into the group, and she takes what she did in the past with great humor. So she's able to laugh at herself, she's able to not be so hard on herself. Others have forgiven her and she has forgiven herself and moved past her evil ways. But she does still harbor a fear that she will lose the school's recently gained trust, and she becomes deeply depressed when she believes that she has let them down despite their reassurances. She also has become increasingly stressed and irritated by her struggles to understand how magic works in the human world by sometimes snapping at her friends. Sunset has a little bit of a temper. While it becomes less pronounced after her reformation, it still flares up during stressful situations. She also has a competitive streak, outright admitting that she hates to lose. Sunset Shimmer is also shown to have quite a lot of intelligence, being ahead of her friends and other students. She has an affinity for science and research, as well as an artistic side. She loves sunflowers, or has a special liking of sunflowers, which is shown in her painting class. She was also shown to be enjoying video games, which kind of makes sense because if she's competitive, she likely wants to be able to involve herself in something where she can prove she's the best at what she does. So that is Sunset Shimmer. That is the personality information that I read on the wiki. I will have that linked in the description. Like I said before, I'm not familiar with Sunset Shimmer, but it sounds like she is a completely or almost completely healed pony or a person, because I think that's from Equestria Girls. But other than that, I think her character overall is really cool. Her aesthetic for me was more like punk rock. I think she was the most beautiful sim that I made today, probably the most beautiful sim I've ever made. I really loved how she came out. If you guys like Sunset Shimmer, then go ahead and drop a like on this video, subscribe for more content like this, and we're gonna move on to the last character today, Trixie Lulamoon. So initially when I looked up Trixie, I fell in love with her. She's super cute. She gives off kind of a witchy vibe, but most likely more closely to magician vibes. This is what the wiki says about Trixie. So Trixie is shown to be rather theatrical and speaks dramatically in third person. She also poses when introducing herself and sets off fireworks to complete the full effect. So for today's password or secret word, it is going to be hooves. Okay? Apparently, Trixie is over the top and very boastful with a little bit of an arrogant nature. She also likes to use her magic to pull pranks. And in one of the episodes, she uses an alicorn amulet to take revenge on Twilight Sparkle, banishing her from Ponyville, and sets herself up as the leader. During her reign of terror, she forces other ponies to do manual labor for her. She wastes no time in using any pony and every pony to show her power. And after the amulet is removed and her power is gone, essentially, she meekly asks for forgiveness and refers to herself in the first person briefly before then calling herself the great and apologetic Trixie. In later appearances, she genuinely tries to make up for her previous actions, but she's still very theatrical and over the top. Trixie reacts poorly to dangerous situations, quickly succumbing to panic and terror, but she is capable of genuine acts of courage, such as when she attempts to stop an Ursa Minor after her fans encourage her, and when she sacrifices herself to the changelings in order to buy Starlight and Thorax time to get away. Trixie also has a habit of not understanding how her actions affect others. Okay, so yeah, when reading more into each of these characters, I learned that a lot of the antagonists slowly become protagonists, of course. Like, they still are constantly think of their troubled pasts, but they're all trying to be better ponies. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the voiceover here just because it is so loud. The construction is absolutely killing me. I did my makeup and my setup. I'm trying to fix it up right now, y'all. I'm working on my gaming area makeover, my room makeover. As you guys can see, I have curtains now. I'm trying to end this on a good note. I have curtains now and my cute little curtain holders. But yes, I'm doing my room makeover, so hopefully I can share that video with you guys like in the next few months. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to finish my room or for me to get to a place where it feels good to me, but I've never really fully decorated any place I've lived in, so I plan to do that here over this next 13 months for my lease. If you guys enjoyed this video and or you like how The Sims came out, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content, and let me know down below who you'd like to see me create, what games you'd like to see me play, and I will do my best to get that content out as soon as possible. One more thing, these Sims will be available for download on my Patreon. You can find the link in the description. Just scroll all the way to the bottom. My Patreon is linked there. I have collections so you guys can easily find any Sim that you're looking for. They will be in early access for the first couple of weeks, as with most of my Sims. But if you are a Pixie, Fairy, or Fae tier member, you can download the Sims and have access to their CC links instantly. Go ahead and check out the description for anything you're looking for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!